Hello, my name is Laura Wohlgezogen, and I'll be your math instructor this semester, spring 2025. This is a brief look at our syllabus, but make sure you take some time to read through it on your own. At the top of your syllabus, you'll notice that my office is listed here along with my email. And then in addition, our office hours. You'll notice that there are some that are on campus that will be held in my office and also on Zoom. And the Zoom link is in the syllabus, but the easiest place to find it is actually on your Canvas homepage. You do not need to RSVP for these. You just show up and you ask questions, and I'll be available, and I would love to help you out and get to know you. So our class is a completely online course, and it's elementary statistics. And so we have a textbook here, but it's not required. It's just recommended. Up to you if you want to purchase it or borrow it. We do need other material for the class. The first thing is going to be Canvas, so make sure you are able to log into Canvas. We need a scanner. The scanning app works well, and I use Adobe Scan, but anything that you can find, some of you have actual scanners at home or maybe at a place that you can borrow. You do need a graphing calculator or app, and this is our big expense. So the TI 8384 graphing calculator will be used in this class and is preferred. The graphing calculators themselves are upwards of $100, but apps can be anywhere from free to upwards of $10. So it's another option that are discussed in the syllabus, and that's a lot more affordable. So you also need printed or downloaded class notes. These are posted on Canvas for you. And then also paper and pencils to work with. So the prerequisite student learning outcomes and course measurable objectives are something that you would like to read through on your own time to kind of see what's really important for this class. The next thing on here is going to be homework. And homework is your responsibility. Homework is going to be assigned weekly. It's online through MyOpenMath and through worksheets that are going to be posted on Canvas. The online homework will use a free program called MyOpenMath or MOM, which is embedded into Canvas. What this means is that when you select homework 1 on Canvas, it will actually pull up that homework assignment in MyOpenMath, but on Canvas that you'll see it. All homework assignments are due by 11:59 p.m. on Thursdays for each week, unless otherwise stated. Assignments are going to be listed on our course schedule and then also listed on Canvas. No late assignments are collected, so make sure you get an early start. Your online homework problems can be attempted an infinite amount of times, so retry them until you get 100% on that homework assignment. And then we also says on here, the really important part is going to be that if you have any issues opening MyOpenMath from Canvas, this can usually be resolved by clearing your cookies and your history on the device that you're using. It kind of resets it and then it works from there. It's very frustrating when it happens, and this is the first thing that you want to try. For written homework, worksheets are going to be posted on Canvas, and make sure that your work that you do is in handwriting and also using the same techniques and methods that we have used in our class. Statistics has so many different ways to attempt problems, and so you want to make sure that you're being consistent with the way that this class is being taught. If you have any questions about anything, you want to reach out before an exam or before any kind of assignment that you are to complete by hand. If you need help with homework, talk to fellow classmates, visit the marks, attend office hours. There's a lot of places to get help on campus. Homework's going to count for 5% of your grade. The next thing on here is lecture videos and notes. Each chapter is going to have at least one lecture video, and some of them have 3. So while watching the lecture videos, make sure to fully complete all chapter notes and examples. So you have these notes, you can either download them or print them, and they're going to go and match exactly with what is being talked about on those videos. And so it's like you're sitting in class. The videos, you'll hear my voice explaining everything. The notes are something that I typed up, and then you are going to be filling in those notes just as if you were sitting in class. So the completed chapter notes can be done either on a tablet or you can print them. If you don't have access to a printer, you can use line paper, but all the type parts of the notes must be written down for credit when using lined paper. I will also try to get some copies of our notes outside of my office. That way you can stop by and grab some copies. This will be later on during week 1. Graphs need to be completed by hand. Lecture videos also need to be watched in their entirety and through the Canvas link for credit. Throughout the lecture videos, you're going to be asked questions to check for your understanding of the material. The last question, this is important, says, did you watch the entire lecture video? You need to make sure that you select yes. This earns you those points for watching that lecture video, even if you missed some of those questions. So you want to make sure you have a good understanding of the material, and if you're not getting those answers correct, then definitely ask and reach out for extra help. Lecture videos need to be completely watched by Tuesdays, so videos by Tuesdays at 11:59 unless otherwise stated, and your notes are going to have to be uploaded as a single PDF by Wednesdays at the end of the day, unless otherwise stated. Each completed chapter note is worth 15 points. So lecture notes and also the chapter videos are going to count for 5% of your course grade. You can also rewatch lecture videos using a link provided in the Canvas modules. So there is a YouTube link there, and all those videos are posted. Some students like to go back and rewatch them, especially before an exam. The next topic that we have here is discussions. There's going to be 1 weekly discussion post. Discussions are going to require you to post about a topic and also respond to at least one classmate's post. Directions, grading, and expectations will be posted on each discussion topic. Discussions, both the post, which is going to be our part A, and the response, which is part B, are due by Wednesdays each week at 11:59 p.m. Make sure to not only complete your post, but also responding to a classmate's by that due date. These are going to count for 5% of your Math 110 grade. The next thing that we have are going to be quizzes. These are set up through My Open Math and covering just 1 chapter at a time. So with this, they are going to be open Tuesdays, and they are due by Friday at 11:59 p.m. unless otherwise stated. Failure to complete the quiz during this time is going to result in a 0. My suggestion is to get an early start on all the material so you can take that quiz as early as possible. The next thing that we have on here is projects. There will be 4 individual computer projects assigned during the semester. Projects are going to use StatDisk, which is a free statistical computer program. They're due by 11:59 p.m. on the dates that are listed on our course schedule, which again is the last page that's listed in here. They need to be uploaded as a single PDF file, and they also count for 25% of your Math 110 grade. Exams and final exams. There's going to be 3 exams given on the weeks indicated on the attached course schedule. If anything happens, we can change those. These are going to have 2 parts. One is going to be over, part 1 will be over My Open Math, and part 2 is going to be a handwritten part that you will have to upload a PDF file. All work exams needs to be using, again, the same vocabulary and approach as discussed in our class notes and in the textbook. Additional information will be provided prior to the exams. Exams will count for 30% of your grade. Exams are going to be open for a 36-hour window, and you know exactly what weeks these are going to be occurring on if you look at our course schedule. And they're going to be open from Thursdays at 8 a.m. until Friday at 8 p.m. Again, make notes that these need to be completed and done, both parts, by Friday at 8 p.m. on those exam weeks. A cumulative final exam will be open for a 36-hour window from Tuesday, June 10th at 8 a.m. till Wednesday, June 11th at 8 p.m. So again, making sure you set aside time to take your exams during exam weeks, and then also during week 16, our final, which again is going to be open Tuesday, June 10th at 8 a.m. It needs to be completed by Wednesday, June 11th at 8 p.m. More information about the final will be discussed during week 15. And the final is going to count for 20% of your course grade. It can't be made up and cannot be given early, so make sure you set that time into your calendar right now so you don't forget. If you have any special test-taking needs, make sure you speak with me so we can get those accommodations set up. Below this is grades. I just want to remind you that to pass this class, you do need to have a C or better. Having a D or an F does not earn you those credits for the class, and you would have to retake the course again. So this is the same percents that are discussed up above. Next thing on here is the marks. We have a bunch of tutoring centers. This is one of them. The marks is the Math Activities Resource Center. Not only do they have tutors, they also have 3 full-time instructors that are in there. We have a computer lab. We have textbooks that you can rent, computers that you can borrow for the day. There's a lot. It's free. The only thing that you're going to have to do is to sign up. So there is a link on here to register for this, so make sure that you register. And their hours are also listed on here. The next thing that we have is our absence and drop policy. So students usually dropped for excessive absences, but since we're an asynchronous class and we meet online, that seems a little odd. So for us, it's going to be if you're not actively engaged in the course. So this would mean by not completely watching one lecture video, completing one discussion, or uploading completed chapter lecture notes. That's going to be 1 absence would count as something like that. If you have more than 4 absences, you'll be dropped from the course automatically, so make sure to keep track of these absences. In addition, you'll be dropped if you fail to take any exam without talking to the instructor before the exam start time. So definitely reach out if there's any issues. Makeup lectures are not given outside of class. You're responsible for all announcements made on Canvas, and if you decide to drop the course and stop attending, it's your responsibility to officially withdraw from the course. Drop dates are listed on here. The next page has Canvas resources. There is a link on here, a phone number, so if you have any issues with Canvas, definitely reach out. Instructor contact. So if you have any questions about the course, feel free to contact me. My email is listed on here, or you can use the Canvas inbox. Expected 24-hour response time Monday through Thursday, and expect up to 48 hours Friday through Sunday. Grading and assignment feedback will also be given within a week of the due date from the date that it was due. Zoom office hour link. See the course orientation folder on Canvas or the course homepage, but there is the meeting ID and the pass code. Calculators. Here's some information on calculators. So you do need a graphing calculator. Again, preferably an 83 or an 84 Texas Instruments. There are some options here. So one of them is called the Graphing Calc 83. And this is free on certain devices and upwards of about $7 to $10 on different devices. We also have the Wabbit Emu is another option. So there's others too that you can find. Sometimes they don't have all the functions on there. You might have to pay eventually, but they'll be free for a little while. Next thing on here is student honesty. You're expected to be doing your own work on exams and quizzes. If it appears to the instructor that you are cheating, you'll receive a score of 0 on that entire assignment, assessment, or project. All homework assignments, projects, quizzes, and exams must be completed using the same approach as used in our class. And cheating a second time results in an F in the course. Please see the college catalog for more details about this. Academic dishonesty, as in our catalog, is listed here. And I also want to remind you that you are completing quizzes, projects, exams on your own and without the aid of any computer apps, web pages, programs, or AI. Quizzes are individual assessments also, so keep that in mind. Student conduct, make sure that you are respectful to your classmates, to myself, in our Zooms, discussion boards, chats, and email. If there's any issues too, that will be followed through with. Email etiquette, introduce yourself. I do have 4 sections of asynchronous Math 110, so make sure you tell me which section you are in. If you are asking a question about homework, best thing to do is to include a screenshot of that MyOpenMath problem or the worksheet problem. And then that way I can see them. The MyOpenMath is unique for you, so meaning that maybe we all have the same problem, but your numbers are going to be unique for you and different from other classmates. So best thing to do is send me a picture of it so I can help you. The other thing is going to be is to only have 1 problem per email. So if you have 5 questions on the homework, send me 5 separate emails, because a lot of times I don't have time to sit and respond and answer 5 questions, but maybe I have a few minutes right now and I can answer at least one of those questions and get you going on something, and that might help with something else. So Again, use polite and correct language and keep it brief and be concise. Accommodations for disabilities are listed here. There's a phone number if you feel you need these accommodations, and then also a link here for the Access webpage. If you do have accommodations, please email them to me and let me know. That way I can get them set up for you for the semester. And again, that last page is going to be our course schedule. So you'll notice the first column here is the weeks and the dates. Second column is going to be lecture videos that you need to watch. You'll notice it's a chapter each week. And then you'll notice like week 5, there is none. The reason why is because we have our exam. And so the covered material is listed. So you'll notice next week we will be talking about Project 1. Then also for week 3, you have chapter 3 and the modified box plot worksheet. Chapter 4 the next week, exam 1 and project 2 the following week. The last column over here is going to be homework, quizzes, projects, and exams, and then also our discussions. So we have homework 1, week 1, quiz 1, which covers chapter 1, and discussion 1. The same layout is for the following week. Again, remember that homework is due by Thursdays, quizzes are due by Fridays, and your discussions are due by Wednesdays. And then if you look, the difference is going to be on week 5, where you also have a homework 5, but this says it's a review worksheet. So again, you can download or print or copy that down and then complete your problems handwritten. We also have project 1. You'll notice the due date is listed. It's March 25th. We also have exam 1, which remember our exams are going to be open Thursday, 8 a.m. till Friday at 8 p.m. So you want to make sure you set time for week 5 for that. And then also discussion number 5, which would be due on our Wednesdays. Going down, you'll notice that the same layout for exams weeks as well as our non-exam weeks. We have 4 projects. Those are all listed on here with due dates. And then you'll also notice that week 16 is when we have our final, which is going to be Tuesday, the 10th of June at 8 a.m. It will be open until it needs to be completed by 8 p.m. On Wednesday, June 11th. So keep all these dates in mind. So this is our course schedule, so definitely something to keep an eye on throughout the semester as we get used to all these due dates. I look forward to this semester and getting to know you guys. Please stop by during my office hours, either on campus or Zoom, to ask questions and introduce yourself. And I look forward to a successful semester. Best of luck.